What is going on, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is an early morning edit, and I think we have about 20 minutes. I think I'll give you all about 20 minutes of a live edit this morning. And I am doing a review. The church that I work at, Allen Temple Missionary Baptist Church, Allen Temple Baptist Church. They don't they dropped the missionary. Allen Temple Baptist Church. They do a review of their year and all the things that they did throughout the year and their initiatives and things like that. And so at the end of the year or at the beginning of the next year, I create their review videos to show what all they did in the previous year. And so that's what I will be doing this morning. Pretty sure we won't get through all of it, but we will be able to touch on some of it, and I'll be able to show you all kind of my process and how I assemble the media in the timeline. And I'll be able to give you some examples of how I animate the things to just make them more appealing. I don't just use simple fades, and you all will see that. Sometimes I do, but I like to get a little bit more emotion in there. So let's jump straight into it because, like I said, I think I have about 20 minutes, so we don't have that much time. I'm going to throw on these headphones, and we're going to get straight into it. So, so. Again, we are in Premiere Pro, my preferred method of streaming. And right now I'm going to put on which session we are in, because we are right now I will be doing what's simply called assembly. Make that black. And I'll move it up here so you all can see where I am. Right now we're simply in the assembly phase, which means that we are putting all the things into the timeline and getting all those things kind of set up. So I was sent the titles of all of the things that we did, and they're kind of in order. This is what it looks like. Look at all this. Look at all these things that the church did throughout the year. Look at all these things. All of these things. That's a lot. I love to be at a church that is active in doing things in the community. And they surely are. A lot of things. So the first thing was the 21-day prayer consecration. And so what I will do is find the picture of the 21-day prayer consecration. And sometimes these things are labeled, but other times I have to kind of like look in a little further just to make sure I'm getting the right thing. It definitely helps when the pictures are bigger. So let's see. Okay. 21-day prayer consecration. That's the Prayer Warrior Seminar. You know, I do not see the 21-day prayer consecration here, actually. Okay. All right. We got Leadership Sunday, Black History Month, Martin Luther King Sunday, MLK Conversation. And I am actually not seeing the 21-day prayer consecration, so I will have to find that later because I am certainly not seeing it here. And so we will keep moving because that is not here, even though we have it here. Okay, let's see Tesla. Now I remember doing this. I remember doing the Tesla. Or actually, I may have. Let's see really quickly. I may have the 21 day prayer consecration video in another, because like I said, I've done these in the past, and so I have some of the pictures from the past. And exactly, here it is. 21 day prayer consecration. I had it from the previous thing that we did. And not only do I have the 21 day prayer consecration, but I also have the Tesla. And so actually it looks like some of the things that I was sent again, I can find in my other, or in this folder here, which means that I need to copy this drive over to the new one, because I will be working on this at a different time away from home, and so I will need this in the new. Okay, cool. So let me just go ahead and copy this folder down here. Hopefully it works out easily for me and it doesn't do what it's doing by not scrolling down. We love it when a thing just works naturally. You don't gotta manipulate it too much. Okay, come on now. All right. Well, I guess that's as far as it's gonna let me go without not going anymore. Okay, fine. Hey, I will drop that there. Let me see. I will do it like this instead. Yeah. Okay. This will be faster. Organization is key, everybody. Organization is key. So I'll take that. So year in review. What is video updates? Let me see. Is Face Mask Crew somewhere in here? I don't see Face Mask Crew. But just in case, I'm going to take it and put it over here. Just in case they want me to add that in there as well, I'll put that there. Year in review. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this will be a fine process for the other ones that I did as well. So I'll take that one there. And yes, okay, cool. I will take all of these pictures and put them into the new one. That way, just in case there's a picture or something that I wasn't sent for this video, I will have it and I don't have to reach out to anybody else, and we'll just be good. Let me see this one. Yes, okay, again. Great. I'll do it again. And the same process. Oh, actually, I need to take that as well. That as well. That as well. And I'll just move all of these into the new folder just in case. Just in case. Don't want any hiccups. I love a smooth edit. Year in review. All those things, great. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, so now we for sure have everything that we need. So 21 day prayer consecration. This, I can already see it. This picture is a little small, so I will drop it onto here. But I'll have to, yep, exactly. I'll have to edit the sequence now because it did not, whatever you drop onto your timeline first, that's what Premiere will create as the frame size. So what we actually want, of course, is 1920 by 1080. Okay. and correct. So now we can just go ahead and set this to frame size and boom. Maybe I'll keep it like this, maybe not. I think I'll have it be a little, I'll start it off as a little smaller. And actually there is a standard background that we use. And so I'll want to throw that in here now because it runs throughout the entirety of the video. And you'll see what I mean in a second. Downloaded graphics, we use this background. And that's the background that we use for the entirety of the video. And so now I'll actually make this smaller. Or actually, to make my life just that much, well, yeah, to make my life just that much easier, I'll use a cheat code. So I've done a project like this before. And so what I'll do is I will take what I started in the other project and start it there. That way I don't have to recreate the introduction and the opening and things like that. So I'll take the intro and things like that I made from the Q3. And I will, okay, it's not finding anything, even though I know where all these things are. They're all here. Search. There we go. Okay. And it should find all the rest of, there it is. Okay. So yeah, I can take, so it's no longer thoroughly equipped for impact. That was the old theme of the year. It won't be like that this year. Right, okay. So I can take these old things and copy them. So I don't have to reanimate and all that kind of stuff. I can take that, make sure I'm targeting that layer, not the other layer, and paste them there. Oh, lost my prayer consecration. And paste them there. Now this is kind of like the standard length of an intro that we usually do, and that'll be fine. That's great. And I'll go ahead and slap on the background music. It's just Jesus Will by Anita. Who is it by? Jesus Will by Anita Wilson, of course. Jesus Will by Anita Wilson, just an instrumental. And so now I have that in there. Now I have my intro done pretty much. So now I have to go back through and figure out what the actual, the current theme of the year is. We said it last week or a couple of weeks ago, but I can't remember right now what it is. But so this will say 2023 year in review. So I'll make this larger. To make it larger, I just go over to my Essential Graphics tab and just boost the size. 2023 year in review. So now it's starting to look like this. Right? So that's the beginning. That's the intro. So the intro is done. Now I can use the kind of standard titles and things that I use. This is kind of usually how I flow through. And so how I'll do it instead of having it be like all the months, like July, um, April, or July, August, September. Instead, what I'll do is I will what I'll do instead is put like quarter. I'll highlight the quarters instead of just one big, instead of each month. I mean, I'll go by each month, but I won't do the actual like I think you all know what I'm trying to say here. And actually, I just figured out a way to make this a whole lot easier for myself. What I can do is I will copy, or I will take the videos that I've done for those, and I'll put them into my new drive here. That way I can actually simply review the videos that I've done, and I'll have all the dates and all the everything already completed. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth to reference what it is that I'm trying to find, and that'll make everything so much easier. I'm glad I thought about that right now. I'm very glad I thought about that because that actually makes so much more sense to do versus the way I was going to do it. So, yeah. Let's see. Um, what was I? Oh, right. There it is. Take this video, which was the first video I did for them. It was really nice. That was quarter 1. Actually, I think the first video I did for them was the year in review, and that's on a different drive. Yeah. So, but that was quarter 1. Where's quarter 2? Ah, this is quarter 2. Where's the video? It's not here. I think it's on. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. I'm in the wrong. Let's see. Do I have quarter 3 already here? No. Okay. So yeah, those are both in this drive. Yes. Okay. Great. That was quarter 1. I need quarter 2. Where is the video? Here's the project. Where's the video? This is interesting. Video isn't here. Let's find the video. Is it down here somewhere? No. Where did I put that? We will find out shortly. It may be actually be on the Google Plus. Ah, there it is. Okay, great. So let's put that there. Year in review. Quarter 2 review. Put that there. Great. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Okay. I mean, it went so fast. I don't even know if it really. But then I need quarter 3. Let's see. Do I already have quarter 3 in there? Trying to do some productions. Quarter 3. There you are. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Was that the final version? I think it was. Nope. There it is. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now I'll be able to just review those things. So y'all, check it out. So so because this is how it started, I'll probably have something that says something like, so this is from last year. I can copy this. You just take this from there, put it here. 21-day prayer consecration is always getting, it's because I have it, so can't really tell how. There it goes. So I'll probably do something like Q1, or yeah, Q1, and then from there it'll say like Q1, and then, so how do I make that copy? I just simply click the Alt button and drag. It's a quick shortcut in Premiere. Let's just drag this out. So Q1, and then I'll say January. So you see, this is how I'll make these videos. Q1, January. And then from there, we'll move straight into 21-day prayer consecration. Now, I want to see how it is that okay. So I was doing the headers like that before. I may switch up the style, but who knows? I could keep it simple like this. You know what? Yeah, actually, yes. I'll keep it simple like this, just for the start, just to start out. I may switch it up afterwards, just the style and just how it looks. But right now, I think this is fine. So I'll say something like 21-day prayer consecration. And for these titles, I just have them fading in. And right now, that's kind of hard to see. So I may do something like taking this, going into my effects controls, and it's filling up the screen right now, but it doesn't necessarily have to fill up the screen. Like, I could do anything that I wanted. I could make it like so. And so what I'll do for this is I will probably have it come in. I'll start the position at this size. I'll click this little stopwatch kind of looking thing, which is, it indicates time. You can change the frames. You can create an animation for the times that you want. And so I didn't actually want position. I actually wanted scale. So I will start at this size, but I want to end kind of around this size is fine. Now the thing about having these toggles here, once you find the size that you want, you kind of want to move them in, because let's say you do a transition, and I'll show you what I mean. Go to your effects tab. Let's say you do a video transition, and let's say I want to do something like a gradient wipe, which is an effect that I like to use quite often. So if I attach this to the effect or the text that was happening before that, or actually, I don't want a gradient wipe. That is not what I want to do. I actually don't like gradient wipe that much. I actually like gradient wipe from the obsolete tab, like this. That's the kind of gradient wipe that I actually like. So, but you see, if you go back to our effects controls, now there's this added section that wasn't there before. I'll show you what I mean. See how when you add when you add that transition, it adds that extra amount of time. That's because there is an extra amount of time added between that transition and the other thing that that transition is attached to. So I don't move these to the end until I've added my transition, because those things can get lost. And so you won't be able to change up the positioning. And I'll show you what I mean. So let's say I put these at the end like this before I added the transition, and I'll add the transition now. Radiant white, boom, yes, okay. Now let's go back to that effects controls tab. Now that's pushed in. Now it's not actually at the end anymore. And so it'll start moving, not when it's not. So I like to see the effect happening when the transition is happening, not once it's already happened. And so if you add a transition after you've added your keyframes, then it will move it to where it starts after the transition has happened versus while the transition is happening. So that's why I like to move these over afterwards. It just creates a much smoother flow from the transition. Let me show you. See, it's how it's already moving, and it's very subtle. It's already moving, and it's very subtle. But had I not moved it like that, it wouldn't be moving already. And see, it's subtle. Barely see it. But it is happening. It is happening. And it's very slight, but it's one of those things that just makes a world of difference. It just makes a world of difference. But I like it right now. I do like it how it's looking right now. It's nice and soft. That movement is smooth. Oftentimes when I do a scaling kind of effect like I'm doing now, I don't do too much of a change. Like I won't go from like, where did I start this? I won't go from like 57 all the way to where do I end? I won't go to like from 57 all the way to I don't know, 83, because it just goes too fast, a little too fast. And that's not super fast, but it's just kind of big to me. I like it to be a much softer, smoother transition. So 57 to 81 isn't the worst of the worst, but I've seen worse than that. So I'll keep it at 72. 72 is nice. Yeah, that works. And so this is just the beginning. This is how it starts. But this is pretty much how I'll do the rest of the review. So what we do, the process is do this, and then I send it off, and then they do a voiceover, and then they send it back to me, and I just put the voiceover underneath the project and send it back to them. Yeah, and it makes a really smooth workflow. I do a little audio editing and stuff like that. But yeah, we've gotten into our groove there. And I appreciate them. You know, they do a pretty good job, a very good job actually, on their voiceovers. It's like they used to take classes or something. I don't really know how or what, but yeah, they do a very good job with their voiceovers. It's amazing. But yeah, y'all, this has been a fun time. We didn't do all of this, right? Because I already did the curation of the pictures. We already did that. We aren't like rating pictures, but this has been a fun time. I'm glad you all were here. Early morning edit. I think I did. Okay, we got 30 minutes in. And so yeah, I'll be flowing from here from this point on. And who knows? Maybe I'll pop back in and you all can see what it looks like further down the line. But it is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for being here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the parts that you're interested in, or tell me what parts you want to see, and I will deliver that to you as well. Good morning. Let's get to it.